Hey everyone, today we're uncovering a conspiracy, so grab your popcorn. In the dim evening, a van quietly parked outside Gray's house, and a big guy got out. That's Borov. Walker was ready to act when Radon said, "Not yet, buddy." Borov entered the room while Radon and crew watched via a tiny from their chat. It turns out Borov had ordered 4 drones from Gray, and 3 were already flying high. This was the last one, all equipped with navigation systems. Just input the launch code, and the drones were off like obedient little. Gray said he put a lot of thought into these drones and really hoped Borov would offer a sweet deal. Just as Borov opened his mouth, a buzzing sound from the computer interrupted him. He instantly sensed it was electromagnetic interference. He effortlessly found the camera and smashed it to bits, while Gray was completely oblivious. All Gray was left with were a few bullets, and after taking him out, Borov didn't leave but made a phone call, and soon 2 beefy guys emerged from the van. They teamed up to pack the drones, ready to leave, but Walker suddenly jumped out of the car like it was a scene from an action movie. Agi swerved to intercept, but was met with Borov's ruthless attack, sending his car crashing like a runaway toy. Borov darted back into the car and stomped on the gas, leaving Radon and company to chase in despair. Walker's reckless move threw them into a frenzy, and the 2 cars wildly chased each other down Xena Street. Borov floored it into a narrow alley, completely blocking it off like a scene from a movie. Left with no choice, Radon quietly headed back to meet Kim, ready to report yet another fail. But to his surprise, Kim didn't shoo him out. Instead, she dropped a shocking secret on him. It turns out Borov wasn't dead because her partner couldn't pull the trigger and even helped him hide. And her ex-partner climbed the ranks to Deputy Defense Minister and handed Borov the chemical weapons dated to create a disaster. Borov didn't follow the plan. He wiped out the guy who let him go to take the chemical weapons for his revenge plot. Kim revealed an eye-popping secret. The one who forged evidence against Borov was none other than herself. Back then, she was just a rookie agent in V, and before long, fell head over heels for Borov. For the sake of her country, she accused Borov of being a double agent, which left her feeling down for a while. Little did they know, Borov chose revenge, closely tied to this experience. Back at the base, Radon found Walker in a frenzy packing his stuff, feeling overwhelming guilt. He thought Radon would kick him out, but instead, Radon took him with him. Soon, they arrived at his dad Charlie's little boat for some wisdom from Dad, the all-known to guide the young lad. Charlie recounted Radon's backstory. Incredibly, they are not related, but fate's twist. Charlie took him in when Radon was 9, after had been wandering for a year, completely heartbroken. Charlie adopted him to provide a stable life, and they became each other's sanctuary. Charlie hoped he would look forward and protect those around him, cementing the bond of non-biological father and son. HQ staff tried to crack the drone's navigation module, but encryption prevented coordinate confirmation. So Kim had Cummings reach out to the Russian intel department for backup against Borov. But when Cummings got back to the office, he found a letter sitting on his desk. After reading it, he panicked and quickly shut the door. Turns out he was an undercover agent for Russia. The letter was from Borov, threatening him to help get the drones back. Cummings was sweating buckets, quickly gathering his files, all set to meet Kim. Little did he know he'd be a pawn on someone else's chessboard. To survive, he had no choice but to seek him. He handed over intel, a photo of an American reporter held captive in a Car City prison. Russians leaked info to cooperate with CIA, trading nav module for journalists. Kim thought it was a brilliant idea. It could help the Americans while getting what they wanted. Little did she know, this was a trap laid by Cummings, and soon Radon and Walker were ordered to make the trade. While waiting, the 2 carefully studied the target's photo and spotted a wooden tattoo on her inner elbow. Not long after, the agents brought in the target, but she didn't have the wooden tattoo. Radon and Walker quickly covered and steered her forward, but when they opened the door, the real journalist had been taken out. They hastily drove away from the scene and rushed back to Kim to explain what happened. Kim realized the opposition had already prepared, deducing someone inside leaked intel, making their actions top secret. Only a small number of people knew, and Cummings stood as the sole non-combat witness for those several missions. Walker tried to add more, but Kim cut him off, not wanting to jump to conclusions. She wanted to hear Cummings' side. But when he went to look for Cummings, the office was already cleared out. Subtitles: Cummings fled upon sensing exposure. Yet, Kim prioritized Borov and his drones. If you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it, and subscribe to our channel.